What if the biggest change in your life would not come from a massive breakthrough, but from getting just 1% better every day? Not a dramatic transformation overnight. Not a complete life reset. Just small improvements that seem almost meaningless at first, but compound into something powerful over time. According to James Clear in Atomic Habits, this is how real change actually happens. Most people fail, not because they lack motivation, but because they misunderstand how habits actually work. In the next few minutes, you will understand why your habits stick, why they fail, and how you can redesign your behavior so good habits become automatic and bad ones start to fade away. Atomic Habits by James Clear is a book about how small changes in behavior can lead to remarkable results over time. The core idea is simple. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That means success is not about setting bigger goals. It is about building better systems that shape your daily actions. Most people try to change their lives by focusing on outcomes. They want to lose weight, earn more money, or become more productive. But they ignore the habits that actually create those results. This book explains how habits are formed, how they can be changed, and how you can design your environment and identity so that good behavior becomes easier than bad behavior. Once you understand this, you stop relying on motivation. Instead, you build systems that work even when motivation disappears. One of the most important ideas in the book is that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Small actions do not seem important in the moment, but over time they compound into massive results. A 1% improvement every day might feel insignificant, but over a year, it can completely transform your life. The same is true in reverse. Small bad habits also compound. Missing workouts, eating poorly, or wasting time does not feel serious on a single day. But over months and years, it creates serious consequences. Every habit follows a loop made of 4 parts. Cue, craving, response, and reward. The cue triggers the behavior. The craving is the desire behind it. The response is the action you take. And the reward is what reinforces the habit. For example, you feel bored, you reach for your phone, you scroll social media, and you feel entertained. That loop repeats again and again. To change habits, you do not rely on willpower. You change the system behind the loop. James Clear introduces 4 laws that make good habits easier to build. The first law is make it obvious. If you want to build a good habit, make the cues visible. If you want to break a bad habit, remove the cues. Your environment drives most of your behavior, not your motivation. If you want to read more, leave a book somewhere visible. If you want to eat healthier, keep healthy food in sight. If you want to reduce phone use, keep your phone out of reach. The second law is make it attractive. The more appealing a habit is, the more likely you are to repeat it. One method is temptation bundling. You combine something you need to do with something you enjoy. The third law is make it easy. The easier a habit is, the more likely it becomes automatic. Most people fail because they make habits too complicated. Instead, simplify everything. Use the 2-minute rule. Scale habits down so they take less than 2 minutes to start. Do not aim to read a book. Just read 1 page. Do not aim to run 5 kilometers. Just put on your shoes. The goal is to build identity through repetition. The fourth law is make it satisfying. The brain repeats behaviors that feel rewarding. Habit tracking helps with this. When you mark a habit as complete, it creates immediate satisfaction and reinforces consistency. One of the most powerful ideas in Atomic Habits is identity-based change. There are 3 layers of change: outcomes, processes, and identity. Most people focus on outcomes, but real change happens at the identity level. Instead of saying I want to lose weight, you start saying I am a healthy person. Every habit becomes a vote for the type of person you believe you are becoming. Over time, these small votes shape your identity. Another key idea is environment design. You do not need more discipline. You need better surroundings. If your environment supports good habits, they become automatic. If it supports bad habits, they become harder to avoid. Remove friction for good habits. Add friction for bad habits. For example, if you want to focus, remove distractions from your workspace. If you want to eat better, change what food is available at home. The book also explains the Goldilocks rule. People stay motivated when tasks are not too easy, and not too hard, but just challenging enough to stay engaging. Too easy becomes boring. Too hard becomes overwhelming. There is also the plateau of latent potential. This is the idea that progress is often invisible at first. You can improve for a long time without seeing results, and then suddenly experience a breakthrough. Most people quit too early because they expect immediate progress. But real change often happens beneath the surface before it becomes visible. Consistency matters more than intensity. Missing once is fine, but never missing twice is what builds real discipline. Atomic Habits teaches a simple, but powerful truth. You do not need massive changes to transform your life. You need small improvements repeated consistently over time. Your habits shape your identity. Your identity shapes your future. If you take one thing from this book, let it be this. Focus less on what you want to achieve, and more on who you want to become. Build systems that make that identity inevitable. Small actions compound. Small mistakes compound. And over time they decide the direction of your life. If this breakdown helped you, share your thoughts in the comments. What habit are you working on right now? And what identity are you trying to build? Subscribe for more book summaries like this. Upgrade your mindset. One book at a time.